Welcome to MONTCLAIRconnect, a podcast that highlights alumni from Montclair State University, the latest programs and initiatives at the school, and how to stay connected.
Each episode, we'll speak to a member of the Red Hawk community about their experience at Montclair and what they're currently working on.
I'm Eliza Andrus, class of 2024.
And I'm Taylor Risley, class of 2021. We'll be your co-hosts today. Welcome.
So, Rocky the Red Hawk.
I'm Rocky the Red Hawk.
I'm Ricky the Red Hawk.
We were.
I was
Rocky the Red Hawk.
As of a while ago.
As of 4 years ago, for me.
It wasn't that long ago for me. I'm new to this alumni thing.
No, I'm getting old.
Okay, so what drew you to Team Rocky? You weren't a transfer, right? You came to Montclair, period.
No, so I actually did not want to come to Montclair. Montclair was not one of my options at all.
Okay.
I wanted to play Division I softball. I had it in my mind that I was going to play softball, and that was what I was going to do. I wanted to get recruited, and I got hurt my junior year. And the only school I knew of that wasn't softball related was Montclair, because I came on a field trip for my television digital media class. So we toured. That was before the School of Communication was built. That was back when
you took a chance.
I did. The School of Com was getting revealed my freshman year, so I went to the ribbon cutting. Super cool. But when I came for the tour, it was out of Life Hall, in the basement of the auditorium. And I said, all right, this is the only school I really have any sort of idea what anything is. So I was like, I'm going to apply to Montclair. If I don't get in, I'll take it from there. I got in. We didn't have to figure that out. So the rest was history, I guess. I ended up here. I was not playing softball. That was a little disappointing. And yeah, so that's how I got to Montclair. So I wasn't transfer. But what drew you here?
I loved Montclair, period. I for musical theater, when you go to a BFA, it's very cutthroat, very difficult to get into. My top schools were here and Pace, which are two of the top musical theater BFAs in the country. So I applied to Pace. I got through to the first round. I auditioned in person. I was like, oh, I hate it here. I was like, geez, I better really like Montclair. So then like a week later, I went to my Montclair audition. And I told my mom to cancel all the rest of them. I was like, oh my God, if I don't get in here, like I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like, this is it. So I just was like, it was always a top school for me. But once I got Pace out of the way, because I was like pretty neck and neck with the two of them. Once I realized I didn't like Pace, I was like, oh, this is fantastic. And I put all my money on this. And thank God I got in, because then I had something to do.
Well, I'm glad that you got in, or
Me
else
too.
we wouldn't be here having this conversation regardless.
How Rocky the Red Hawk.
Yeah, so that being said, what got you there?
Okay, so I came here as a first-year BFA student. I was out the gate, let's go. Just so excited. I get to go, I'm going to spend the next 4 years singing and dancing and never doing math or science again. This is amazing. And then I met all my classmates, and I got into classes, and I was like, oh my God. It's like, I don't think I like this that much. I was like, there's 20,000 Montclair students. I am trapped with the same 15 every single day. There's a chance a lot of us are going to butt heads.
Yeah.
And oh boy, did we ever. And I was like, oh, I need an outlet, and I need an outlet bad, or else I'm going to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
It just got to the point where I was like, I'm going to apply to one other school. And if I get in, I'm going to go. And I was in the student center, and I had already been working with Mascot since I was 16. I work for a character company that's the longest job I've ever had. It's great. I love my job. And I was in the student center leaving Wild Blue Sushi, and I opened the application for one other school on my phone, and I looked up at the student center TV, the one like when you walk out of that turnstile.
Yeah.
And it was like, do you want to be friends with Rocky the Red Hawk? And I was like, oh my God, I do. Yeah, I do. I think that'll help. So I scanned the QR code or whatever it was, and I applied, and I was like, I feel like getting on the Team Rocky is going to be harder than getting into the Pentagon. I just feel like it's going to be even more cutthroat than it was for me to get into that BFA. And I was like, but I'm super qualified. Like, it's going to be awesome. And I got on. And then I met all my people there. I was like, oh, now I don't have to transfer schools. I love these people.
I love that. That's crazy.
Okay, what about you?
I'm screaming. So me, as you can probably imagine, being as though I came to Montclair with very low hopes of enjoying myself. I got here, I came, and I lived with my best friend from high school at the time, who, great experience. So not a lot of people can say that you had a good experience living with someone from high school. So I had a great experience. And we were all like kind of this knit like tight-knit friend group from high school, and I didn't really kind of branch out to meet new people when I got here. So when we were rolling into the couple weeks after the beginning of the semester, I wasn't really talking to anyone else but my core friend group from high school.
Right.
Which was not an issue because we didn't have issues at the friend group, but it was an issue because I didn't get to know anybody else aside from the people I was actually living with. So I wasn't really having a great time. I didn't know anybody. I wasn't going to events. I wasn't doing anything. My mom was going through a really tough time. And I'm an only child, so being away from home and knowing that was taking a really tough toll on her wasn't really working well for me. So I was like, I'm not happy here. I'm leaving. There's nothing that's going to keep me here. Sorry. Have a nice day. Goodbye. So I was fully ready to go into the School of Communication Media. It's where my degree is television digital media, and I was fully ready to sign my dropout papers. I don't really fully know what that process looks like or how to get unenrolled in a university because I never actually fully went through with it. But
Great.
I had full intentions on doing that, and I got an email one day in my inbox right before winter break, and it said, "Do you want to be friends with Rocky the Red Hawk?" The only words the guy ever said. And I said, who on earth would want to do that? I said, who would want to sweat for fun? That sounds terrible. I could not imagine wanting to do that. So I called my mom. I said, how crazy is this that people actually want to sweat for fun? And then, of course, like a week later, I was at my callback.
Your callback.
My callback. And I wanted to sweat for fun.
Right.
And I didn't know until Rocky told me. He told me that.
And only you can hear that, by the way.
Yeah.
Only we can hear what he says.
Yeah. And it was crazy that he said that to me. So I told my mom, hey, Rocky said this to me. I'm actually not dropping out of school. And I joined the team, and the rest was history, and the rest of my college career was fantastic.
That is so interesting. That is that is such a through line that I've seen with like most of Team Rocky.
Yeah.
Is we were all like, it's just not working out here. I gotta go.
Yeah.
And then literally the bird comes down from the heavens.
Swoops you right out of the sky.
He does in fact swoop down. And he's like, well, why don't you try this? And then everybody's like, actually, I love it here.
Yeah, he's really saying, like, I don't have enough friends. I actually want you to be my friend.
Even though he has like 20,000
plenty of friends. So he just hands picks Montclair State University students.
He claw picks.
Literally. You're so right. He doesn't have hands. He has talons.
He's got talent.
But yeah, no, I think for most of the people that were on Team Rocky, and we probably can speak for the majority of them when we say that probably was a very similar experience.
Yeah.
I think the most unique thing that sticks out for me is when it comes to that belonging piece is how you always know, and you can see in the comments when mascots do their reveals, is how do people know that you weren't at the sports game, you weren't at any of the games, this and that. I think something so cool about Rocky is Rocky doesn't just go to sporting events.
He goes to everything.
Rocky goes to every single event when possible that he is requested for. It stems from graduations, club events. I as Rocky have been to people's homes.
I've been to a wedding.
Visits, for weddings, everything.
Yeah.
So if you want Rocky there, Rocky will do his best to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is so cool. I think even just myself, my first year on the team, I did over 100 events my first year as just one person. So just imagine we had like at least 6 or 7 of us performing at that point, how many events we got to. And it stems so much far beyond just that athletic component. I mean, it's so cool that he's at all the games. And it's really cool now that Roxy goes to some of the women's sporting events too. And that's really cool to bring kind of that empowerment moment to women's sports as well.
Yeah.
But Rocky's at everything. Roxy's at everything. And even now Deacon is making his appearances somewhere at some of these events too. And I think it's just so important for students to really kind of feel like they have something to connect to.
Mm-hmm.
And it works for us. It clearly works for other people. Some lasting things that like I don't think I can go on with the rest of my day without knowing.
Okay.
If Rocky could have a secret talent, what do you think it would be?
Truthfully, I think he's an opera singer.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I would have never thought of that one, but it makes so much sense.
Right?
You never see him on stage when an opera performance is going on.
It's like Doris Day. He's behind the curtain singing for whoever's on stage. Yeah.
Oh,
he's done it for me.
He has.
I never opened my mouth in a voice lesson here at Montclair State University.
No,
I had Rocky in my backpack.
Was he at your audition?
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Mind blown.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that, but he will do that for you.
That's crazy. Did you put in a Rocky request?
A Rocky request.
For that?
Yes, yeah, I did have to put in a Rocky request for that.
So can I ask you a question that wasn't part of that?
Yeah.
What do you think Roxy's talent would be?
She doesn't have any secret talents. Any talent that she has is on full display.
She does really like to display her
She's a
talents. She's a very talented bird.
But I mean, I don't know. She might be really good at science.
Oh my gosh, she's a woman in STEM.
I know, that's right.
Oh. And this, my friends, is why the birds are literally the best ever.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so much to be proud of them for.
Right.
They are so Rocky has graduated every single year with a different degree. And he's still going.
Yeah.
He's still going.
Yep. Okay, so you had far more time in the suits than I did.
I did.
Ricky only comes out on very special, scary occasions.
Yes.
So
I was scared at some. There were some instances in suit and out of suit where Ricky did scare me.
Yep. Sorry about that. What's like the craziest thing that's happened to you?
I think there are two
field?
things that come to mind in terms of the craziest things that have happened to me. The craziest thing that has happened to me as myself, which was definitely my doing.
Wait, as a handler or
no, as Rocky, but
okay,
this was my issue. This was my fault.
Got it.
So we were filming Rocky on the Street, Paul McGarty's season, and I was Rocky. Vanessa Fingerlin was filming, and Paul was the host of the season. And it rained the day before. The ground was a little mushy, and you know the red wall in the quad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I feel like I know this story.
You probably have because it's on video from multiple angles.
I might have trained people on not to do this.
Yeah, you probably have because my guy Paul had a lot of friends at that time filming Rocky on the Street. So we got all the angles.
A lot of evidence.
If anyone needs it, added in right here.
Hey guys. Whoa, Rocky, you okay? You okay? Rocky, you're in mud. Relax. You okay? You're good? All right, here, go around. Okay.
So Rocky was so excited to say hi to these people sitting on the red wall. When I tell you Rocky hit the wall. Beak to wall.
That's why his nose has that mark on it.
Yes.
Because
head
of you.
3. Head 3 had a mark before Rocky's makeover.
Oh.
The mark on the beak.
My God.
Yeah, Rocky hit the wall. Rocky hit the wall hard. As a handler, and it's the last thing I'll leave you on, there was a time I did try to keep Rocky from not getting hit by the Zamboni at a hockey Mascot birthday party, and I have camera on. Rocky's like hee on the ice. I'm like, Rocky, you got to move. The Zamboni had just come through. I slipped, fell, smashed.
So you have body cam footage of this?
I do actually have. I have footage from camera, and I have footage from up top because we had a different handler who was filming the entire thing from the top of the stands. So yeah, lo and behold, I was definitely the klutzy Rocky. If we all had a adjective to describe us, I was probably the one falling. You know, Rocky was falling for you, and I was falling for Rocky.
So true.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, what a journey we have been on here.
I know. And to think, other people are going to be on that journey real soon.
What a show.
And it goes on, and it will
never
stop. Goes on.
Wow.
Crazy.
Awesome.
Here we are.
Well, thanks so much for joining us.
MONTCLAIRconnect, the podcast that highlights alumni from Montclair State University, the latest programs and initiatives at the school, and how to stay connected. It is a collaboration between the Alumni Engagement Team and the College of Communication and Media at Montclair State University.
To get involved as an alumni or to learn more about what's happening at Montclair, visit montclair.edu/alumni. Thanks for listening.